Hi there! My name is Sebastian. I am a neurodivergent LGBTQ individual, or you could say I'm neuroqueer. The program you're about to watch is about the lived experiences of neuroqueer people. As a neuroqueer researcher, it's important for me to set aside any preconceived notions I have about what it means to be neuroqueer. This can be pretty difficult. First, because I did this research with my friends, and also because in the neuroqueer community, the boundaries look very different than our dominant culture's boundaries. While this project can be considered an important social justice piece, as well as a crucial look into a part of our society that often gets overlooked, we also need to take into consideration that, as a researcher, I may have missed elements of the neuroqueer experience expressly because I am so close to the community. I am neuroqueer. More research needs to be done before any of us can say that we truly understand what it means to be neuroqueer.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to queer around? With Sebastian and Giannis, a clown and their goddess in the Big Neuroqueer House. There is lots to do. Sebastian likes to read to you with a wiggle and a giggle and some poly friends. The place where stimming is completely normal and accepted as it should be. Get ready. All over and under the Big Neuroqueer House. Get ready, get ready, get ready to queer around. With Sebastian and Giannis, a clown and their goddess in the Big Neuroqueer House.
Oh, good! You're here! We're so glad to see you! It's been a while, but you know what they say. Out of sight and out of mind. I struggle with object permanence, and that's because I'm, say it with me, neuroqueer! Hey, I have a question. What does it mean to be neuroqueer? Do you know? Aww. Darn, I wonder who we could ask. I know. Let's ask Giannis Puppy. Hey, Giannis Puppy, do you know what it means to be neuroqueer? Aww. If only I didn't have a crush on all of my friends, I could ask them. I know what to do when I'm feeling sad. Sometimes people are bullied as kids for having long hair and acting really weird. Sometimes people are bullied as kids for being really smart but also really bored. Sometimes people are bullied as kids for not understanding social norms, and that's why when you grow up, you're really, really depressed. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? What do you have, Giannis Puppy? Why, it's a Dearly Queerly notebook!
That means Giannis Puppy wants to play Fruits Quiz! Come on, Giannis Puppy!
12 seconds later.
I'm so excited! I love to play Fruits Quiz!
Whoa, did you see that? She just went into the picture of a unicorn. I think she wants us to follow.
Wow! Look at this cool forest! Let's go explore!
Oh no! It looks like that unicorn over there is crying. Let's go see if they're okay. Hi there! Are you okay? I got in trouble in school because I was reading. Oh no! That's so sad. And no one wants to be friends with me because I realized I'm gay. Me too. I'm very queer. I can be your friend. Really? Oh, hi, honest puppy. Have you met our friend Unicorn? Our friend the Unicorn was telling us about how hard it is sometimes to be neuroqueer. I feel like pre-puberty, when I was younger, the neurodivergence was like the thing that was my issue, you know? I was good at school, but I wasn't good at making friends. So like, that was the only thing that I was really good at. And you know, when puberty happens and you start having all of the queer feelings, and those realizations happening at the same time as trying to deal with the neurodivergence and not fitting in, it makes the queerness even harder to deal with. That's so sad. Do you think we can help the unicorn feel better? Really? I wonder what we should do. Hey, wait a minute. What's this rainbow paw print doing in my book? Oh my goodness! It's a fruits clue! Hey Unicorn, do you want to help us find more fruits clues? That sounds great! I finally have some cool friends! Doing here?
Mail
time. Here's the mail, it never fails to make me want to shake and wail. When he comes, I wanna wail. Neurotypical cisgender heteronormative male.
Since the early 1990s, autism has been a prevalent topic in families, scientific realms, and the popular media. The past century has seen people with autism as labeled as otherworldly, intellectually disabled, and impossible to understand. Around the same time as little boys who, like trains, were being marked as autistic, the AIDS crisis was winding down, and the LGBT community was looking forward to the future in hopes of gaining basic human rights. Any scientist in the early 90s would have said that these two groups had little in common, but these two groups have more in common than you may think. If you identify as a neuroqueer individual, none of what I'm about to say will surprise you. You've probably done all the research already and hyperfixated on these theories yourself. To say previous theories on neuroqueer individuals are practically non-existent. Autistic individuals have been thought to have extreme male brains, be the product of refrigerator mothers, have severe intellectual disabilities, or in some cases even considered to be monsters, aliens, or demons, needing salvation from God.
a minute. What's that on the floor? Why, it's another letter! This one is from our friends at the Lemonade Steak Farm. I wonder what it says.
I see you see me. Pleasant this feeling. The moment hold me. I missed you. I'm sorry. I've given what I have to show you. Growing the ashes slowly. It's your voice consoles me. As the hours pass, will let you know. I need to ask me if I'm alone. It feels to rest when your patient lips you timeless. It's about to know. As the hours pass, will let you know. I need to ask me if I'm alone. It feels to rest when your patient lips you timeless. It's about to know.
Oh wow, look at the time! We only have 10 more minutes to look for fruits clues! Come on, let's go!
I was just so emotionally attached to her I couldn't concentrate in class.
Well, you're normally so good academically.
I know, right? Oh look, it's Giannis and Sebastian! How are you today, Sebastian?
I'm great! Giannis and I are playing Fruits Clues.
That sounds like so much fun!
What are you doing? Loitering?
We're playing Fruits Clues. Would you like to join us?
That sounds weird. The way you dress and act is so confusing. Dare I say I'm afraid of you.
Oh no! The neurotypical is afraid of us! Whatever shall we do?
I know. We should make friends with them.
What a great idea! I know just what to do.
Oh man, I wonder why they ran away. I thought we were doing such a good job making friends.
Maybe it was for the best. I always have such a hard time understanding neurotypical people. Their social norms are so weird.
Yeah! Like, what even is being straight and monogamous anyway?
When I was in my elementary school era, it very much was like everyone around me saw my neurodivergence.
Yeah, it's always pointed out to you.
But they never wanted to meet me halfway or try to understand it.
No, they just ask you for the answers. They're like, why are you doing that weird thing? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know I was doing the weird thing. I didn't know I was weird.
Oh no! The neurotypical has come back.
What's that on their back?
Why? It's a clue! Fruits clues! Hey, neurotypical! We need your clue! We only have 2 clues, the book clue and the bully clue. I would have thought we would have found the 3rd clue by now. Where could it be? Oh well. How about we read a story? And maybe we can think of a good place to look.
Once upon a time, there was a neuroqueer who went to the doctor. But their doctor was
Dun dun dun! Ableist! Ableism means discrimination based on a disability status. The neuroqueer needed help because their uterus was making polycystic ovary problems. But the doctor gaslighted them. He said that they needed to lose weight before they could get any help. Then the neuroqueer told the doctor that they felt angry a lot. They wondered if they could get an autism diagnosis to help them feel better. But the doctor said, "No, you're talking to me fine, so you don't have autism. I think you have bipolar instead." The neuroqueer was worried they might be seen as an angry disabled person, but they realized that they could get a second opinion, so they left.
Wasn't that a great story? I'm glad that the neuroqueer was able to get the help that they needed in the end. Wait a minute! Who made this mess? You mean I made this mess? Oh, I did, didn't I? Well, I guess it's time to clean up then. Hey! Look at this! It's the third clue!
If only we had had the spoons to clean up this mess, we would have found it.
A few moments later.
Now let's think. So we need to know what it means to be neuroqueer. We have a book. That means neuroqueer people are really smart. And we have a flag. That means that neuroqueer people are often demisexual and polyamorous. And we have a bully. That means that often neuroqueer people are bullied because of how different they are. For a lot of people, demisexual can mean that you need an emotional connection with someone before a sexual connection. And polyamorous means you are open to having relationships of a romantic or sexual nature with more than one person. And bullying can also be called discrimination, which unfortunately can also happen to neurodivergent people in LGBTQ spaces, and to LGBTQ people in neurodivergent spaces, not just in heteronormative neurotypical spaces. I think we got it. Being neuroqueer means that you often experience more discrimination than other marginalized groups. You often do really well in school, have special interests, and are pretty smart, but that you also struggle with cultural and social norms, which can be really challenging because, especially if you're femme or assigned female at birth, you fall in love and get crushes on your friends really easily.
Wow! I learned a lot today about being neuroqueer. I think it's time for a nap.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to queer around? With Sebastian and Giannis, a clown and their goddess in the Big Neuroqueer House. There is lots to doodle do. Sebastian likes to read to you with a wiggle and a